Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Today I kind of wanted to talk about the idea of how caring for yourself isn't cringe. It's not cringe, man. Like, I want to have a talk about this because, like, brother, whoever you are, brother, sister, whatever you want to be, bro, it ain't cringe, man. Like, I know so much of my life was like, I want to care for others. Like, that person that's like, and this may be you, and I'm just being real. This is just real talk, like, that person that's just like, caring for others, and then when you ask to care for themselves, like, how are you doing, all this is like, I don't care, like, this isn't like, you're not being a stronger person by being that way. You just seem like you're kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Like, let's be real. Like, it's actually annoying for you to be like, no, I hate myself. I don't like, caring about myself. That I don't care about myself kind of thing. This isn't right. You shouldn't be doing that, because in reality, when you try to help others and you're not able to help others because you're in the horrible spot, you can't help people efficiently. I'm just being real. Like, you're gonna hurt your ability to help others by not helping yourself. So if that's truly your goal, you need to help yourself and you need to focus on yourself, because that's the number one priority. That's your survival instinct. It's not selfish. It's called being human. It's literally necessary to contain those mental, emotional thoughts and times in your life. You need to be there for yourself and sort your thoughts, because once you'll be forced to do it, dude. You'll go through a stage where your balloon is so filled up with air that you're just gonna pop, and it's gonna be forced upon you, and it's not gonna look healthy. It's not gonna be great. It's gonna be horrible. It's gonna go all over everywhere, and everyone's gonna see it, and you won't be able to take back your words or take back your actions in that scenario, because it'll be forced. It's like the example of, would you rather do you want to quit a job, or do you want to get fired from a job? You know what I mean? Like, it's 10 times better to just get it over with and be real with yourself and just have an honest talk with yourself, because I know you're not doing well, and I know every time you think about helping yourself or doing something to help it, or like talk to someone, for example, you get this cringe feeling. You're like, no, that's horrible. I wouldn't want to, like, no, it's not. Brother, like, let's be honest. Like, do you not have things that you look at and you're like, I would love to buy this, I would love to go to a place, I would love to do this, that care for yourself, of caring over your food options, your things, means you do care about yourself. You just don't want to say it because it's cringe. It's not, brother. It's not. Like, it's 10 times more real if you be real with yourself, because you're not lying to anyone. It may be funny or used as humor because you're going through something, but no one's truly, like, happy that you're not doing well. The only person you're losing towards yourself is yourself. Like, you're not winning, dude. You're lying to yourself, and nobody's winning. Like, you're not getting any benefit out of this. The truth is that you want that guilt. You want that, like, oh, I feel bad for you. Like, that weird, that sensation of, people feeling bad for you because you don't care about yourself. They need to be there for you instead of you needing to be there for yourself. But the problem is, I just want you to be honest. It may suck. Maybe you're not 100% sure what you want to do, and that's fine. But don't, like, disagree and be like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to heal, I don't care about myself. That's not the truth, because you do. Setting boundaries, doing these things that maybe friends are making you do things that you don't want to do, and them you saying no, or like pussying out, doesn't mean you're cringe. It doesn't mean you're bad. You're literally just being human. You want to be there for yourself, and you're just trying to prioritize your mental health, and that's the best thing you could do. And if your friends are, like, being an asshole for that, then they're the asshole. They're the ones that suck. They're the ones that suck, man. Not you. You should be focusing on that energy. Like, if they can't deal with you being you, then they're not your friends. Like, I'm just telling you straight up. They're not your friends, brother. They're not. Self-care is very, like, down to the simple things, like food, sleep, all those things, rest. Always like, oh, let's have a beer, let's get drunk, let's stay up, let's do, like, all these things that you're not caring about, and you don't truly, you may actually truly care about, but you're not caring about it because you're you know, your friends want you to stay up, whatever the case may be. You gotta be able to do this because what do you want to do in life? You know, you gotta think about these things. What do you want to do in life? Do you want to succeed? Do you actually want to make a difference in this world? Then if you do, then you gotta focus on these basic, really basic things, because or else everything, if there's no foundation, you're gonna fall off. You're like a Jenga table that's like really set up horribly, and just one touch, one blow of a wind is gonna wreck everything up. You need to build that foundation of self-care, that's some sort of foundation of like, hey, I actually do this. I exercise, I drink enough water, I'm focusing on something. Pick one thing for me and focus on that this week, this month, whatever the case may be. Set a goal of focusing on something that's self-care, because the truth of it is it benefits you. Because it's yourself. What a surprise. Focusing on yourself helps you. Oh my God, this is crazy news. Wow, this is shocking. Like, you know this, so do it. Start doing it now. Do it, talk in actions and not words. So think back to all those times that, you know, you've been hit in life. It really hit and stung. If you were built on self-care and actually, like, you know, were focused on yourself, you got that foundation. It wouldn't feel as bad as you actually building that blueprint and feeling the benefits of you taking care and setting boundaries, because you would have that shield. You would be like, I've been doing this, I'm used to this, you know, I already know not to interact with these people, that's fine, you know. So you want to be ready for if something happens, because if something happens and it's up to your decision of like saying no, or, you know, or stepping in, or whatever the case may be, then you'll blame yourself and it'll hurt like 10 times worse. If you know that you put in the work and you actually, you know, you had something set up, a foundation, and something happens, then, you know, it's out of your control. It happens, life happens. You know that's not up to your, that wasn't up to your decisions or skills or, you know, progress, whatever the case may be. So I'm seriously telling you, man, like, choose this investment. This is the best investment you could ever choose. It's yourself, and it's long lasting. You know, these friends of yours, you don't know if you're going to be with these friends for 7 years later, but you know that these habits of like not, you know, drinking enough water, getting the proper nutrients, not smoking, like all these different things, you know, will actually benefit you and give you those lifelong measures. You'll see it, you'll physically see it. Like, it's just, it's permanent. You know, it won't go away. Your friends, you know, friends might, your people that you go around might, those habits, whatever, but your decision makings is permanent. It happens. Like, the tape is being rolled right now. You're being recorded in life, and you can't roll back the tape. It's just not how it works. You can't. So set those foundations for yourself, because it'll build a way better future, and this will create the legacy of your life. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. I just think it's important to, you know, it's not selfish. It's not like you're only focusing on yourself and you're being, you know, this rude person. It's called being a human. It's called being, you know, positive mental health, and having your boundaries, and having your environment a lot more positive, and your environment that you would ideally want. Not this environment that you think would be better for you, or, you know, more suitable, you need to be tougher, stronger. No, it's just your environment. So please consider these thoughts, consider these mental, you know, these ideas that I did give out to you for today. Comment, you know, check out everything, my videos. I love the comments and likes and subscribes, all those things. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.